Hey guys, how you doing? We've been late for one day because yesterday we have strong typhoon in Hong Kong, and then now still is in Saturday, September 2. We still have the typhoon, but it's landed in mainland China already. Then we will lower it to signal number 3, and then maybe all's gone tomorrow. So quickly, then actually I prepared the PowerPoint already. Then just to add in the updated the data. So a lot of people saying that DELL has a very good performance, right? Just few days before. Is it? I found it's not, right? It just beats some consensus, but the performance is not that good, right? So we will have a quick look on her performance. Our Falcon portfolio been raised to 80%, right? 80%, and still 1%, right? Being beat by the Nasdaq. So for any readers, then you have any subjects that want me to discuss, or then you have any subjects, then you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. And this is our covering. The DELL really has a very good performance. Then I will share with you in a minute. So Friday, Dow Jones still can rise 115 points. And even though Nasdaq not rising and dropped it, but just 3 points, so just nothing happened. And this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, and then we still have 36% increment this year, and our portfolio performance is 80% compared with 1% beaten by Nasdaq. Nasdaq is 81%, and Dow Jones is just 36%. Then forget about it, right? And I will have the analysis in our Hong Kong program on the Lululemon, right? Lululemon is quite satisfactory, right? On the everything, revenue, finance, free cash flow, operating income, on all aspects, like in America, China, Europe, then free cash flow, then I've been happy with that, right? So I will have a detailed analysis in our Hong Kong program. Shopify been rebound from lowest of the stock price is very low, just 26 something, and now rebounded quite a long, right? But actually I've been examined the financial data, not very exceptional, right? Not very exceptional. Maybe just a rebound because it dropped it to so low, I don't know. And then now it pops a little bit again. After Shopify been strike by with Prime with Amazon, right? A new cooperation with Amazon. But today, the Shopify is helping you to establish an e-shop, right? Very easy. Then you join, and then the e-shop, everything, including the payment, including the delivery, can be done for you. But just take your money, and then you can have only one man or two, then operating by the computer, and then even not you are not in that market, doesn't matter, right? But now is too many e-shop already, right? Like Amazon, like any kind of them e-shop, also in China, in US, in UK. So I think Shopify have to have some new things go out. Otherwise, then maybe just rebound. But I don't see any very critical, very dramatic improvement in the in the structure of the business model. So we will strictly go into DELL, right? All of us know DELL is making for computer, and then now maybe famous for notebook. And DELL's been relisted. That means it IPO many years before. Since I started to work in 1990, then DELL, we have DELL this brand already, Michael Dell, right? And then it delisted, and then it go to public listed again in 5 years before 2018. And then the first time after the earnings sale passed the estimate, that means beat the consensus, and everyone said DELL is reborn. But let us examine the data, right? Then we'll know if it is a yes or no. We take a look on the DELL's stock price, then we can see that in 2018 is something like 2017, something like 19 or 18 something, and then now it's been 69. Seems very good, right? Seems okay, with a good PE ratio 26 and a dividend yield of 2.12%. So if we take a look on the revenue, and now is a little bit twisted, right? It's 2024, then from their financial counting, 2024 Q1. If we compare with 1 quarter before, revenue, not good. 7.6 billion only. Compared with 1 quarter before, 9.9 billion, right? And then for OI, operating income, 0.7 billion only, all right? Compared with 1 quarter before, then 1.5, just less than half. So for repurchasing, then still okay, right? For the dark blue color is the share repurchasing. Still okay. Of course, it's much less than 2023, right? But if we look at the dividend, then so, right? I think the only happy point for DELL is then she maintaining a good dividend, right? Not a lot of tech stock in US have 2 point something percentage of the dividend, but a lot of money been invested in repurchase of the stock. You can see the dark blue portion. And this is still okay, right? If we compare the cash flow from the operation, right? Look at the right hand side. I put a red tick, 5.6 billion US dollar compared with 2 quarters before, 3.6 and 3.9. And for the adjusted free cash flow, 3.3 compared with 1.5 and 2.2 before, then this you can say is okay, right? Then we can see that now DELL have storage, right? That means you can buy the external storage. Then you can see that she has a lot of, number one, external enterprise storage, right? That means you can pay and then buy the extended storage, right? High end, and then software, flash array, and then converted system, blah, 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 something like that, right? And then if we look at the earnings per share, right? All time is beating, right? From now, then we work back to past 4 quarters, and then it beat the consensus, right? But it just beat the consensus, right? You can see that compared to 2 quarters before, right? The earnings per share is dropping. The blue one, dropping, and dropping. Then current ratio. What means current ratio? Is the current liability over the current asset. Then you can see that it's rising, right? You can rising. That means not very good, but not very bad, right? You can see the total current liability is rising, but the current asset, the blue one, is dropping. So you see that the orange line is rise up a little bit, but still okay. I just put a question mark there. Right? So for the interest, that means for the EBITDA to cover the dividend, still okay. You can see that the line is normal. The orange line is normal, right? That means the dividend expenditure is the red one, and then the EBIT is the blue one. Still okay, that percentage, right? So we're back on the margin. Gross margin, the blue one, dropping. EBIT margin, right, is the light blue one, right, rising a little bit, but not much, just 1%, 2%. And the net margin, the green one, dropping. 5% drop to 4 and then rise up to 5, and this quarter, sorry, just 2%, right? We take a look, right, on the financial report or the statement, only a statement, right? That means it's from latest to August 4, right? That means from June, July, and then to August. You can see the total net income, sorry about that, dropped at 13% compared with 1 year before. And the net income dropped by 10%, right? Though it's not good. It's just better than the consensus, right? So we take a look on another data. Net revenue, we divided into the servers and networking income and the storage. The storage dropping by 3%, very few. But the server and networking dropped by 18%, right? 18, right? So the client solution and the operating income both dropping. And the client solution group dropped by 16%. It's a big drop than 1 year before, right? And then I put an red arrow for the service. Only the service net income has a little bit 7%, but that is consolidated. That means then also count other company, all the company, sub-company of DELL. Then it got 7% finally, right, on the service. And the product net revenue still dropped by 19%. And then we take a look on the current asset and the current liability. Sorry, I have to put a big cross across that, right? The net revenue, that means you can see a tick. The total current asset, $38.9 billion US dollar, right? And the current liability, 50.9. And then when we add up with the long-term debt is 20.1. That means the net liability, you know my habit, normally I won't count the long-term asset. All of them are what? Goodwill, intangible asset, property, and something like that, right? So the net liability is 32 billion US dollar, and every year then she has to pay back for the interest, but the capital is 4.3 billion US dollar. 4.3 billion US dollar. And the yearly net income, we use this quarter times 4, is 1.82 billion US dollar. So that's a cross. That's a big cross, right? That means the yearly pay interest but capital plus the capital is still bigger than the yearly net income. So what's the point? The point is she beat the consensus. But if we look at the finance, no, still bad. Still very bad, right? So if a chance, then you join our Hong Kong program. When we analyze for Lululemon, you can see that that is very good. The current asset much bigger than the current liability plus the long-term asset. That is a good finance company, not this kind of thing. So sorry, the answer is negative, right? So you can see that even for the change in cash from the operating activity, you see that this is very good, right? This is very good. 3214, 42 billion US dollar compared with 0.7 1 year before. It's because from the adjustment. or the cash provided requisition. So if we take away, we take them away, right? Very similar for the cash flow from operating activity. So my conclusion is, sorry, DELL's finance still not good. It's just better than the consensus. Not my cup of tea, right? Okay, so sorry for delay because of the typhoon in Hong Kong. Then I think US already in weekend holiday already. So I hope everyone have a very good weekend. So give us a like, comment, or share. Then if you found this program is useful to you, then help to press the subscribe button and then press the bell icon next to it. So whenever there is YouTube video uploaded, you will get informed by YouTube. So everyone, enjoy your holiday and see you all in next Friday. Bye bye.